Hey guys, for today's video, we're doing something terrible and something I will probably regret. We're doing Squishy Makeover number 5, but it is a 3-color challenge. You randomly pick 3 colors to paint on a squishy. What could go wrong? I've avoided doing the 3-color challenge for a while just because it seems awful. It seems like a terrible idea. I could get anything, I could get any combination, and some colors just don't look... they don't go together. I actually got a comment this week and it said, can you do the 3-color challenge? And I said, sure, why not? Let's torture ourselves today. I mean, as good a day as any. Let's try it. I don't know. Okay, this is my box of fabric paints. I have all different kinds of fabric paints. I have glow in the dark, I have neon colors, I have regular colors. I don't have glitter colors because those are just awful. Okay, so let's go over the rules. The rule is you randomly pick 3 colors out of the box. This may upset you because it might not fit into the rules of the 3-color challenge, but to me it does, and it's my video, so this is what we're doing. I'm going to be using white on all of the squishies no matter what. Just because every time I do a squishy makeover, I always paint with like a white base coat, and I always mix in some white to my fabric paints anyway to make them like a lighter pastel color, so it's like a shade. I need white. I hope that doesn't upset you. Okay, let's pick out the 3 colors. Blue. Okay, this one's not so bad. This color is actually a little old, so I don't know if it's gonna like squeeze out correctly, but okay, this is not bad. I like blue. Ah. Okay. Orange. This is like a weird orange. Pink. Okay, this is rose pink. Blue and pink, which is actually not so bad, and then we have orange. I think that I can make something work for this. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I'm starting off with these 2 donuts and this awkward bear. He has very bad painting on his nose and eyes. They really just completely missed. His neck does have a small tear in it, but nothing too terrible. This awkward bear was a keychain at one point, so I took his little keychain thing out and left a small hole in his head. It is what it is. Next, I gave him a good sanding and then trimmed off any excess squishy pieces that were hanging around. Meep. Aww. Moving on to the larger donut, it has this chocolate sauce and an ombre they always seem to have. Not a big fan of that, but it does have a good squish value. I'm giving the donut a good sand. Peeled that horrible sauce off, gave the seams a quick trim, and repeated that process on the horrifying lemon yellow and green donut. Make it make sense. I can't. I actually painted everything white at first before I realized I had to glue everything together first. No matter how many times I do this, I make the same mistake. So that's cool. But it's okay, guys. I glued it together and everything's fine. It's okay. So I have this bear bathing in a pool of donuts, and I'm filling in the gaps with some puffy paint, and then I'm giving him a nice white base coat. Once I have everything all prepared and the white base coat down, it's time to mix some colors. This is not against the rules because I say so. Blue and pink make purple, no surprise there. Orange and blue make, this. Mixed in a bunch of pink and orange, and I got this chocolatey brown color. Pink and orange made like an orangey pink color. Huh. Then I got some light pink, I got some light purple, some light blue, and then some light orange. I used the brown and a little bit of orange to make the light tan. Now that we've got our colors all prepared, it's time to paint. I did pink on the top donut, and then I did a light blue on the bottom. I also used the light purple in between the pink and blue donuts. I did 3 or 4 coats of the pink, purple, and blue, and by the end, the bottom donut did look a little bit more periwinkle, but I actually really love the way that came out, so this is the final blended look. Up next, I'm using the light tan color on the bear. I did a couple of different coats. I really love this bear, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. Up next, we've got the shockingly realistic chocolate. So my original idea. My first idea was to use this chocolate and make it look like the bear was bathing in like a chocolate lava cake kind of thing. I didn't like the chocolate color for some reason, so I took it off and I went with something horrible. I did the puffy paint, the white puffy paint, all over it.
What is wrong with you?
I was trying to make it look like he was bathing in a sticky marshmallow pit, and I'll give myself that. It does look like a sticky mess. I kind of hated it at this point. What did she do to you? Is that milk? Is it icing? What is that? It's unclear at this time, but you know what? I soldiered on and I continued painting the squishy. She's so brave. I added the pink and purple dots because I wanted it to look like there were cotton candy sugar crystals all in the marshmallow. Now, I did consider giving our friend Barry, you heard me, Barry the bear, Yeah, I considered giving him a marshmallow hat, but I thought, you know what, let's just keep it simple, right guys? So I just gave him a simple dark brown eyes and nose and gave him a little bit of pink and purple in the ears. And this is the before for Barry the Bear, and this is after. I actually really like it. I hated it at first, but he's starting to grow on me. He has like such a relaxed look to him, and he's just soaking in a pot of marshmallows, which is conceptually ridiculous. So we're gonna do the shout-outs now. The shout-outs for the week are All Things Raya, Mitali, Doodles, Michaela, Hadija, Emma Ray, and Darshika_art. Hi guys. Okay, second squishy. Let's pick out the 3 colors. Okay, we got red. Okay, second color. Pink. Oh gosh. Pink and red are like so similar. That's like not even a difference. Okay, mommy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's go. Bright teal. Oh no. Red. It's like red and green. Oh, well maybe I could do like a watermelon. Red and green and pink and green. Okay, so for our second set of squishies, I have this weird dog head, and I sanded that down, and I also have this mushroom, which I just never knew what to do. It's like a mushroom cat, which is so strange. I decided to cut the ears of the dog off, because I had some plans for this little man. He was going to become something. I have a vision here, guys. I'm gluing the dog head to the top of the mushroom, and the cat ears are actually becoming the arms for this newly constructed squishy. Don't question it.
Ooh, interesting.
After his head had fully dried and adhered to his new body, I added several coats of puffy paint and then some white matte paint to have a nice base coat. Once the base coat was dry, I started mixing some paints. So I mixed pink and orange and got like a pink and orangey color. I got a weird brownish kind of gray color. I got a purple color, and then I got another brownish color. So not really much to go on here. At first I used the pink and orange mixture on the face, but I thought that was too dark, so I went back and mixed in some whites with all of the colors and got some lighter pastel colors that I kind of liked a little bit more. I went back with the light pink and lightened up this boy's face, and I guess I'll tell you what the idea is. It's probably pretty obvious since I got pink and green and red. I am making a watermelon. Pink and green. You have to make a watermelon. It's like the only thing I could think of. I will admit I was a little bit disappointed with the color choices that I was given for this because the shape of this little squishy is just so similar to someone that I know. Seaford. In an effort to make it look like the watermelon version of Seaford, because why not, I gave it a belly at first, and this was a mistake. Mainly because as I kept painting it, it started to look more and more like it was a... how do I put this? It started to look like the melon was like a sweatshirt, and the belly was just sticking out from under this man's shirt. And the more I looked at it, the more it just did not sit right with my soul. I don't like that at all. Not one bit. I had to paint over it. It was just too much for me. I didn't like it. It had to go away. Once I painted over the belly, though, I have to say, this really came together for me, and I really like this melon. This little melon boy. So I've decided to name this squishy Mel. He's a little melon boy, so, I mean, come on, you have to name him Mel. Oh, look at his little face. I mean, I love this squishy so much. So I gave little seeds to the back of his arms, just to have, like, a little bit of a watermelon flair. I gave him little cheeks, and here's the before and after. I love Mel. I love him. He's so cute. He's one of my favorite squishies I've ever done, and I have the 3-color challenge to thank, because I would have never done this unless it forced me to. This is a kid! I'm getting nervous. That second one was really hard. Okay. Brown. Okay, brown is good because you can do like a chocolate thing if you want. Pink again. I got pink on all 3 so far, and this is a different pink. Oh, I was really hoping I wouldn't get one of these. This is the glow-in-the-dark green. Pink, brown, and glow-in-the-dark green. Ooh, and I have to do that on a unicorn. Oh my gosh. I don't like this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so for this makeover, I have this unicorn. It's actually in pretty good condition. It's honestly almost brand new. The only thing I don't really like about it is the unicorn horn. I feel like it's too big. It looks like kind of like a party hat to me. So because of that, I brought out my cupcake, and I'm going to make it look like this unicorn is attending a birthday party and has a cupcake in front of it, because why not? I sanded both of these items, and one of them did not get sanded well enough. But which one is it? Mystery, mystery, mystery. Okay, we trimmed both of these, and I peeled off the weird chocolate sauce again. Ooh, came off all all in one strip. I took out my tacky glue and glued things together not well enough. As I'm sure you've caught on to at this point, yeah, I painted it white. The cupcake fell off camera, and then everything started to crumble and peel and fall apart. It was a tragedy, guys. It was horrible. Basically, I had to do everything all over again, and I had to sand the unicorn much better this time. I don't know if I did a better job. Hopefully I did. All right, take two. I re-glued the cupcake on, and I painted it white off camera because I'm not in the business of torturing people. So we've got our three colors. We have pink, green, and brown. I mixed everything together, and I got just different shades of brown. Is anyone surprised? No. But that's okay, guys. I did have a pink in there, and I did have some glowing green paint. Oh my gosh. Okay, which I was actually able to mix into what I would call an acceptable green color. So after weighing all of my color options, I decided to paint the unicorn the light green color. And then I put the pink on the frosting. I also added some of the pink to the ears and to the bottom of the hooves, I guess? Yes. Since the frosting on the cupcake kind of just looks like one giant flower to me, I decided to take that light lime green color and outline the petals with it. I felt like that gave the petals more definition and also kind of brought everything together. As I said before, the unicorn horn is now going to be a party hat. We're undergoing a species change, if you will. So let's talk about the party hat. I painted it a pink color that was the same pink color as the flower, and I also gave it a green outline. Let me think of the best way to say this. I hate it. I just hate it. I don't think it looks good. I think it doesn't even look like a party hat. I think it looks so bad. I know, maybe if I fix the eyes and do a completely new style that I've never done before and made it look really good, then I can improve this horse. I can still turn this around, guys. Right? Nope. I still hate it. It's not horrible. I mean, I'm being dramatic. This is the before and after. I think I made it look worse. I think I did actually make it look worse. This is probably one of my least favorite squishies that I have ever done. You don't deserve a name. And here are all three of the squishies I did for this 3-color challenge. I absolutely love Barry and Mel. And you know what? The party horse is actually growing on me. I actually had so much fun making this video. I loved being forced to use the 3 colors because I came up with ideas that I wouldn't have came up with without being forced to use those colors. So thank you for suggesting the 3-color challenge to me, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye!